Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your technically second, but really it's technically first because we didn't record the first one. Feature game of the week, Moose-Sassons versus the Street Sharks. I'm your host, Jason Stitcha. I'm joined by the always mustachioed Andy Goss. Andy, how are you doing today?
Doing well. Party on, Wayne.
Yep, party on, man.
You see, he doesn't get the. I don't know how you could not get that reference.
It's been like 15 years since I've seen Wayne's World, okay?
All right, now you may notice that this game is much more male-heavy than what you're used to. Both teams have sort of a gender imbalance, so by mutual agreement, there's only going to be one female on the floor at any time.
Yep, good work by both captains in agreeing to that.
And as you can see, we're already underway. Face off coming about 6 seconds into the first period. We have been on a bit of a time crunch, so there is that. And they're gonna say nobody was around him.
Yep. You can't high stick. You're not supposed to high stick at all, but if you high stick and there's no one within 5 feet of you, that is not called as a penalty. So.
Which is too bad because it's comically blatant high stick.
Oh, good shot and good save by the goaltender there. The Moose-Sassons wearing road white today. Brittany is actually in net for the Moose-Sassons. She decided to suit up.
No, not anymore. She isn't. They switched it around as part of the rule.
I gotcha.
So I didn't quite catch who it is, but it is somebody else. It is somebody who's usually not in goal for the Moose-Sassons is in there now.
Right, Chris Thorpe though is there for the Moose-Sassons, so we'll see if it makes a difference who's in net. We'll see how many goals he scores today.
Yeah, with the way that the Street Sharks defense has not always been the strongest, historically speaking.
Quick whistle there by the referee. Yeah, Neil, the ref with the farther view whistled it dead. He didn't have the best view of the puck, but the whistle coming.
And the near ref Ryan Kelly could not get the words loose out of his mouth fast enough.
Indeed.
As we were saying, that the Street Sharks not known for their defense, especially in later periods, and with a rookie goalie in for the Moose-Sassons, this could be a game where you bet the over.
Yep, absolutely. The Street Sharks pushing up now, the Moose-Sassons pushing up now into the Street Sharks zone. Jeff in net, as always, for the Street Sharks.
Almost stolen away. You can see the Street Sharks really want to get that first goal. A lot of effort being put into the offensive end.
Yep, absolutely. So Moose-Sassons will retrieve the puck in the corner there. Looking for the pass in center. There's no one there. Mike for the Street Sharks is though, and he's going to take it up on the rush.
Mike Ashley, the All-Star last year for the Street Sharks, showing you why with this burst of energy here.
Yeah, Mike definitely has speed, and he's got some stick handling to go along with it. And pass to Mike, and he's going to put a shot on. It's going to go slightly wide, though.
A good defense in front of goal by the Moose-Sassons, able to keep them from getting a clean look.
Yep, good keep by the Sharks.
They're going to need more of that. The Moose-Sassons are, like we said, this is a first-timer in net. That could always be a problem.
Yep, absolutely. And
right there.
Yep, and that is what you see. And as Andy pointed out, rookie goaltender not getting down quick enough, not putting the stick down in position as most, I think, more experienced goaltenders would have done in that situation.
That's exactly what it was, really. I mean, he was able to get low. He thought that he could get his feet to stop it. But he left the 5-hole open, did not put the stick in front of him, which you'll see more experienced goaltenders do. Rolls through his 5-hole, and it's 1-0 Sharks.
Yep, and I've certainly done that a time or two, even when I've had reps in that. So it happens. It happens to the best of us, and it happens to the worst of us, as I've been off to say. But that goal will put the Street Sharks up 1-0 right now over the Moose-Sassons.
That's a goal they desperately needed. Because
Olga will hit it up into the neutral zone there. A rush now by the Moose-Sassons. Mateo Samper trying to get a stick on, but it got through to Jeff, but Jeff able to stop it.
Jeff Leinenweber, the experienced goalie for the Street Sharks. A smaller goalie, which is kind of unusual. You usually see players of average or above average size in goal. He is one of the smaller ones, and you wonder if that sort of contributes to some of the trouble they have. Although, to be fair, as you said, the Sharks defense lets up a lot of open shots.
Yeah, I don't think so. Jeff definitely has the reflexes to make up for his lack of size. He's, I think, one of the better butterfly goalies in the league. So
fair enough. As you can see there, nearly 2-0.
Got the net slightly ajar. Not enough for the rest to whistle it dead, though.
Well, it wasn't an issue. Nobody was able to make a shot on the play. Now pass the net. Oh, no!
And not able to get a shot off, but the Moose-Sassons player was right in the exact perfect position to do so. Just fanned on it.
Yeah, you see that quite a bit, especially at the lower level.
Battle happening right below us. Best seat in the house, folks. And Chris Thorpe has it now.
He's got to look for a teammate. I don't know who's going to find here.
And he passed it to Abe, as we like to call him, since he entered the DCHO.
So that guy who dresses up as Lincoln all the time?
Yes, that is.
All right.
And he's got the big bushy beard. No top hat this game, but we're working on that.
You can't win them all.
Yeah. Chris Thorpe takes it up, but offside is called.
A couple of players below us might not have been on camera. They were not able to get back in time, so this is going to be an offsides.
And normally, if you continue to advance the puck, they rule it intentional offsides, but I think that time the player just simply didn't hear the whistle, so they're going to let that one go. Fortunate for the Moose Assassins there in that situation.
Yeah, well, definitely the continued advancement came after the whistle, so there's really not much you can do about that. The play was already dead.
So the face-off going to happen right below us. Ryan Kelly, the referee, on roller skates. Jay Hunter usually the one in roller skates, but Ryan putting the blades on for this one. So into the Street Shark zone, but the defender's back to get it. But stolen by the Moose Assassins. We'll see if they can get anything going on this one. Good board work there, and it's going to be hit out of the zone.
You got Street Sharks running into each other. That's how ball happy they are right now. I don't wonder if maybe they need to talk about spacing in between periods, the way that it's going right now. Because if you can take two players out of the play in one move, that's something you do 9 times out of 10.
Yep. Good point, Andy. Kind of a weak pass there, but not able to hold on to it. Sharks trying to clear it, but not able to do so right now. It keeps going off of bodies.
Here we go. We got a 3-on-1 here.
And it gets just away from him.
Not too bad. They had a chance.
Good stick by the Moose Assassins. It's going to be whistled for icing here.
Well, no, not fast enough.
And it never fails that on every icing call, the arm will go up by the player who's trying to beat the defender.
Well, that's the thing. That is something that does wave off icing in this league, so you think that if you're able to get there fast enough, you will stop it. That one rolled all the way to the wall. Nobody was even near it.
Right. If you caught last week's podcast, you know the 6 instances where icing can be waved off. I'm not going to repeat them here, but that was not one of those instances, hence why it was whistled. So Street Sharks initially able to keep it in there, but now a rush by the Moose Assassins. And good stop by Jeff with the leg pad. Gonna hit up along the boards there. Another pass, another shot.
That's 2 great chances for the Moose Assassins. I think they're gonna regret this.
And hit in deep. Street Sharks trying to retrieve it, and they do. So hit behind the net. It's advanced, but it's blocked by a Moose Assassins player. Another shot, but it's blocked again. That one does not get. That doesn't get through to Jeff either. And some board work now.
Yeah, you can hear him fighting along the board, even if you can't see it on our camera.
Yeah, that curtain does get in the way every now and again. And not able to be kept in. Mike Ashley putting some pressure on.
That's something you can do to get a good steal from a rookie defender.
Pass and a save by the goaltender. What a save.
Great save, but at the same time, not sure about the cover there. He just sort of slapped down on it with his hand. Something like that. You want to put the full body on it.
Yep.
And you know,
shaking off that early soft goal, and goaltender coming up huge there for the Moose Assassins, because otherwise we would have been looking at a 2-0 game.
Well, great job of getting the leg in the way. You can tell he has some idea what he's doing. I mean, you don't get into this completely blind, but at the same time, there are things you can only pick up with experience.
Yep. And kept in by the Sharks. And it's turnover for the net, and just goes wide.
Let me tell you, as a goalie, that drives you mad when somebody tries to make a soft crossing pass in the defensive zone.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be past to Mateo. Mateo's going to put a long shot on, but it goes well wide in the corner now. And now along the boards, and not able to keep it in the zone. Sharks have to touch up. They do. But Arosh is going to go the other way.
Mateo in full pants today, as opposed to his usual Maryland shorts that you see him in.
Shot and a save by Jeff.
I'm not sure if that one was on goal, but he certainly had the reflexes for it.
Yep. Another attempted shot, but he fanned on it. Another shot, blocked. I don't think it got through.
Yeah, the Sharks now putting a lot of players between them and the goal.
And I think Jeff was able to save that one too. It went high.
That one did get through, yes.
Mateo in the corner now taking it up. Pass up front, but it's kept in by Abe. And Chris Thorpe could not keep it in and has to touch up.
That's a mistake you don't see him making all the time, or even a little bit of the time. It's kind of a surprise he does that. And now look at this. Look at the Moussassian player. I don't know if you can see it, but he is about 10 feet offside. That's why Chris pulled back and he's trying to do stick work all for time.
And Chris now pushing. Good stick work by Chris. He stops the first one, and Jeff was able to stop the second. So outstanding goaltending by Jeff there to stop Chris Thorpe, not just once but twice.
Well, not that it takes away from what he did, but I don't think that second one would have counted. It looked like it was in a kicking motion.
Face-off happening, blocker side. And won by the Moussassians, but it's dumped deep in the corner. Olga's gonna take it for the Sharks now.
So that's kind of a hollow victory on the face-off for the Moussassians. If you're going to win it, you want it to be won directly to somebody. Just throwing it into space like that doesn't do you any good whatsoever, and 99% of the time it's going to be recovered by the opposition. You need somebody who is lightning fast to get away with that. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, so Chris Thorpe trying to pass it deep, and it bounced off his own player.
Work to keep onside.
Moussassians working, putting the shots on. Another one goes, but another save by Jeff. And in the corner now. And Moussassians doing a good job keeping it in. The Sharks initially playing that game very well, but now the Moussassians are putting together some offensive momentum.
Yeah, what's needed now is for somebody to get a shot, a quality shot. What you normally see at this level is you see people trying to hit the lower corners. I can tell you, as somebody who does a little bit of butterfly, those are the shots you want to see. You want to see them.
And another goal by the Sharks.
Well, this one, I kept saying, if you're a defender, do not make the crossing pass right in front of your net, because if it's intercepted, trouble happens. Mike Staley right there with the interception. He could have picked any corner he wanted. He goes low to the stick side, and it's 2-0 Sharks.
Yep, absolutely. A turnover in front of the net, especially with, again, a rookie goaltender, is not what you want to do in that situation, or any situation for that matter. And that will make it 2-0 in favor of the Street Sharks thus far.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me that the goalie now taking his time, getting his pads back, his glove and blocker back. I think he needed a little time to regroup, because something like that, when somebody just sort of steals and shoots like that, that can really drain your confidence, even though to a more experienced goalie, they know that it's not their fault. Right,
well, the goaltender able to shake off that earlier goal, because he made a good stop there against Mike Ashley's shot. Mike Ashley winning the face-off there. Turned over to the Street Sharks. Good work, though, by the Moussassians, able to get it out.
Trying to play it up the other way.
Yep. And it's out again. Not able to get a handle on it. And a little battle there along the pink line. And it's not really won by anybody. Still fighting for it. Mike ends up coming away with that one.
You can see the
pass is broken up.
All 5 players back in the defensive zone with 2 Street Sharks coming in on offense. It's almost impossible to win 2 on 5. It looks like a very late icing call there.
Yep, ref's going to call that icing, and I think they're. Yep.
I mean, it's probably the right call, but at the same time, I don't remember seeing anyone's hand up. Did you?
No, I didn't, but Suds has instructed all the referees to take their time with these calls. You want to make sure you get them right, so. The refs probably looking at each other, discussing momentarily before they blew that whistle.
That's one thing that Neil Romdeo, our head referee, is very good at. He does not panic. He does not, speed his thoughts up with the thoughts of the game. He is able to keep a level head in situations like that.
It's hard being a referee, as you know, Andy. Every player wants to dispute every call. And
I know, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, and you've got to make sure that you're on the same page with your other referee. He does a great job of adjusting his game to the person he's working with. And yeah, I didn't think so. We had somebody on the right side near us who did not get back in time. So
yeah, and it's going to be rolled in. Yeah, it's going to be rolled intentional. It's going to be all the way back down here.
Well, this is a break for the Moussassians. Only about 35 seconds left in the period. If they can convert on this, and make it 2-1. That's a big momentum change.
And Chris Thorpe doing what he does best, but good defense by Mike Ashley. But
around 2 guys already, just wide on the shot.
Moose Sassons now continuing to put pressure in the offensive zone.
The Moose Sassons female is behind the line by enough that she, all right, there we go, stepping it up. Did she keep it in?
Yeah, Chris barely able to keep it in with his foot. The ball did not cross all the way over the line, so good call by the refs on not whistling that offsides.
And with that, we're going to end this first period. It's been sort of a rough period for the Moose Sassons trying to get used to each other on defense. Mike Ashley, Mike Staley have taken advantage, gotten the goals. 2-0 Sharks. Jason, what do you think so far?
Well, I still think it's anyone's game. Sharks are up early, but as the game goes on, expect Chris Thorpe to do what he does best, and that is score goals. So we'll see. We're trying to get shots on goal for you now, folks. We'll see.
All right, folks, this period brought to you by Northrop Grumman. We'll be back with period number 2 after this.
Yep.